Hello there everybody, Oimon here, and welcome to Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. Technically, the complete edition, because this is the PC version, so of course it's the complete edition. So, I don't really know what to say about this. I mean, I was recommended it by a friend, Jagoth, shows up in the chat quite often. Obviously I am a bit of a fan of Digimon. I'm not like the huge mega fan that you might think I am of Digimon, considering that my username here is literally just Oimon. Yes, the Mon part of that is literally supposed to be like a Digimon type reference. There are reasons for it. I've told the story before, but I can't really do so much now. But I used to be able to do a pretty passable Guilmon impression back in the day. My voice has sort of changed over the years, as it tends to do. So I can't do it as well. But I used to be able to do a pretty passable Guilmon impression. And it was around the time I was sort of setting up a lot of accounts and usernames on various platforms and stuff. So I got myself, you know, my YouTube account back in the day. I called it Oimon, because the OY part, the Oi part, is actually a character from a book I was reading at the time that I really liked the character. And then I just slapped the Mon on the end because Digimon. Yeah, so I'm sort of a halfway fan of Digimon in a way. I guess technically I was always more into Pokemon, but I always just found Pokemon a bit more accessible. Because obviously, like, the Pokemon games, and you had Pokemon games, you had Pokemon anime, and you had Digimon anime and Digimon games, essentially. Because they both came out about the same time, sort of vaguely competing in the same space, but not really. Pokemon was always so dominant, it never really competed with anything. Other things tried to compete with Pokemon, but only in a half-hearted sort of way. And so what we ended up with, and the way I've always said it, this was sort of how I compared Pokemon and Digimon sort of back in the day, was that Pokemon had good games, but a pretty lackluster anime. Still kind of is, really. Although the games have gone down in my estimations in recent years. Whereas Digimon had a really good anime, and not so good games. That was the way I always saw it. Because the way I always saw of the difference between the anime, for instance, like, Pokemon anime doesn't really have an overarching story. You could just drop into pretty much any episode, watch it as an individual standalone thing, and then it doesn't matter if you watch the next one or not. There's no continuing thread. I don't know if they did start introducing continuing threads later on. This is me going back to when I was much, much younger, and Pokemon and Digimon were like fresh and new. Whereas Digimon, if you missed an episode, you could be left completely fucking standing on what the hell was going on. Like, Digimon had a continual narrative-based story. Like, if you missed one episode, you could probably catch up. But if you missed, say, a week's worth of episodes or whatnot, you could be completely stumped. You could be having to play catch-up. Because there would be story arcs. And there literally were, like, arcs to the series. Like, I remember in the first Digimon series, the first arc was that they were just stuck on this island. And there was this sort of evil monster that kind of ruled over the island, and that was about it. And then the first arc ends with them defeating that monster and finding out actually there's a much wider world out there, and they go off to fight even more monsters and blah 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 blah, all that stuff happens. So I always kind of liked the story, but I was never really able to keep up with it because, you know, obviously back in those days, Digimon wasn't even shown on normal television. I think Digimon was shown on some of the satellite channels, which we did have by the time that rolled around, but it was inconsistent, as they often were. So I remember I watched a huge chunk, like the first half of the first sort of series of Digimon, and then it sort of stopped because they ran out of episodes because the rest hadn't been made yet. and I was never then able to find the next batch of episodes. I didn't see anything of the second series, except I think I saw the movie, which touches upon the second series, but I never saw any of the actual episodes of the second series. The third series is the one I've seen the most of. I might be wrong. I think I've seen every episode of the third series, which I think was called Tamers. And then I think there's also a fourth series and a fifth series. There may even be a sixth series at this point. As I said, it's really hard to keep track of this shit. So it is what it is on that front. But yeah, that's the way I've always kind of seen it. And like the games that came out back in the day were pretty simplistic. I remember seeing them, but they never really caught my interest. So this is actually the first Digimon game I've ever played. So it's going to be interesting to see how it goes, because I will say, because I tend to like start games early, just to like go into the options to make sure it's all set up, it's got the right screen resolution, tweak the volume and stuff like that. This game's not done itself a good first impression. You can't access the options on the main menu, as you can see. The only way to get into the main menu is to actually start the game, which is just baffling. Like, how do you balls up a main menu? Why do we have to wait to get to the options? I don't know. It's a random thing, but let's actually get the hell into it. And we'll see how we get on. Because I sort of I stopped looking and skipped away at all this stuff. Oh, good. Fake connections with the digital world. Door into cyberspace. The fact that you were brought here means you were worthy of accessing the fate carved into this place. So, you have a choice to make. Which of these two fates will you take as your own? Ahead of you lies the recordings of a tale that unfolded in the real world and the digital world intersected. If you view this story through the eyes of two humans who were caught up in these events at the same time, all you fulfill in this tale will depend on whose shoes you decide to stand in. From whose viewpoint will you record the story? Go on then. Choose. Yep, from what I understand, this game is only has Japanese spoken voices. So once we get into the options, I'll be turning that off. Or I'll be turning the voices down. The main reason being, I won't be able to focus on reading the subtitles if they're also speaking in Japanese. I find it actually very distracting. I find it, I genuinely, it's the main reason why when I'm watching anime, I have to watch it dubbed. I find it very hard to watch subtitled anime because I cannot focus on the subtitles that easily if people are constantly blabbering in a language I can't understand. I accept it's a me problem. It's definitely a me problem, but I'll be turning that off once we get into the main menu. Anyway, so we got Hacker's Memory and we got Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. I'm assuming, because the game doesn't explain this in any way, that this is the original story and that this is like the DLC story? I'm not entirely sure. I would assume that this is the main one because this is called Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth, and then that's got the subtitle of Hacker's Memory. It sounds like that's the DLC, so I'm going to do just basic Cyber Sleuth first, and then we'll do Hacker's Memory second, if I get that far. As I say, this game hasn't been making a great first impression on me. We'll see where it goes. Yes, I will start Cyber Sleuth. Yes, I would like to change options. Right. First, voices can bugger off. Okay, effect volume. I do want to turn this down a bit because I think it's quite loud. Let me know how the volume goes. I'm hoping we can get into options and change this after the fact. Minimap. Okay, so I think... Because I'm fully aware it was quite loud during the main menu, but couldn't get into the options! And the game doesn't save your options afterwards unless you save your game. because of course it fucking doesn't. Okay, so we can always tweak this later, hopefully. So should be okay to go, but as I said, we can tweak it up or down as we go. I'm turning voices off. I just don't want Japanese people speaking at me, thanks. I can't focus if that's the case. You have made your choice. What happens next shall be as fate directs. Go on now. Until we meet again. Inside the story, that is. So yeah, presumably if this wasn't like the complete edition, that this intro probably wouldn't be there. Enjoy chat. Select the chat room. Ioba? BB. Enter password. That's a long password. But hey. Hi there. And Ash, a lot of talking. Oh no, we're entering a public chat room. This won't end well. This never ends well. What is it? Ah, there's me. Hey guys, ever heard of Digimon? Oh, we were just talking about it actually. What's this all of a sudden? Talking about Digimon programs, right? The dangerous programs used by hackers. Dangerous? How dangerous exactly? They can break through security, steal data, enter password protected forums with ease. These programs can do all kinds of nasty things. They're behind most of the incidents that have been happening. Wow, Digimon sound nuts. My friend got his account targeted by them. No way, when did this happen? Some areas Digimon roam around on their own. Wait a minute, Digimon can move? Sounds like these programs have avatars, kind of like monsters. Digimon like digital monsters. Exactly when did this happen? Mr. Nabbit has logged in. That's okay. What's up, people? Mr. Nabbit? You mean the Eden mascot? No solicitation. Why would an Eden official come all the way out here? Must be that greeting, hardly suiting an official. Is he a hacker? Speak to the devil, for real? That's right, I'm Mr. Nabbit, the hacker. I have a fantastic present for all of you. Be sure to log into Eden tomorrow. Don't forget now, if you don't log in, I'll hack you. Well, that's ominous. What the heck? Is that an actual hacker? I think someone's playing a prank on us. Sounds fun, doesn't it? Let's check it out. What? Don't tell me you're all chicken. You want to go? What do you do if it's a real hacker? This is just a PR for Eden event, isn't it? Real hacker would be cooler. Sounds like I can't stop you. Fine, I'll come with. What? Is it a date now? You asking me out all of a sudden? Anyway. You know who's gonna come? Better safe than sorry. I'm out. I'll pass. I'm in. I guess that's me. Okay. And so the chatting continued. Akino and Blue Box, oh that's what the BB stands for, went on with their late night Gab Fest. Gab Fest? As always, topics were loose with no real focus. Eventually, dawn broke outside their windows. Ah, that brings back memories. Staying up all night, chatting with your online friends. I'm too old for that now. I can't handle it anymore. I'm old. That was the day they were finally going to meet in Eden. They spent the day much as they did the day before. And then the appointed time drew near. Okay. Alright, that is... Okay. Is that costume really necessary? Well, shall we stick with tradition? That'll do it. My computer's complaining about it in the background. Okay, that'll do it. Ooh. Eden. Kamisharo Enterprises. Rah! So is this basically going to be Summer Wars? Welcome to the Digital Garden of Eden. Yeah, this is Summer Wars, isn't it? Eden is a virtual world, metaverse. Oh, don't mention that word. Providing serious revolutionary services in the new generation of digital content. Bountiful entertainment, including shopping and movies, everything from corporate transactions to political administration. Everyone's needs are met. I will be more than happy to introduce you to some of the available services that will be a part of your daily life. In the future, the net is not only behind a screen, it's integrated virtual reality through use of avatars. I do hope you enjoy using our cutting-edge cyberspace services. Eden is a human network connecting the world to the future, run by Kamisharo Enterprises. That's nice, I guess. Alright. We're in. You've never heard of Summer Wars, Jagoff? Ooh, good movie. Really good movie, actually. It was the, well, okay. Summer Wars was the first official movie made by Studio Chizu. Technically, they had done a movie before that, which was called The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, which is also a really, really good movie. Summer Wars was the first one after they'd founded into Studio Chizu. And their third movie was called Wolf Children. It's got a subtitle, but I can never remember what it is. It's called, like, Amy and something or other. I forget exactly what it's called. But it's called Wolf. If you just Google Wolf Children anime, you'll probably find it. They did a couple of movies after that. I'm blanking on their names, but I know their latest movie is called Belle. Which is a kind of digital online version of Beauty and the Beast by the looks of it. Visually it looks fan-fucking-tastic. But Summer Wars, as I say, was their second movie the team did, first official one. It's kind of like how Studio Ghibli did like Nausicaa before they officially founded into Studio Ghibli, but it's still considered a Studio Ghibli film. So it's a bit like that. But Summer Wars is a really, really good movie. I don't really want to go into it, but in that, there's this online cyberspace world called, I think they call it Oz in that one. And like in Belle, there's also an online cyber world in that one as well. I feel like the people behind that really like to do, let's take the real world and add a small twist to it. So in like Summer Wars, it's like, oh, the twist is there's this online world and something starts going wrong with it. I'm not going to go into details. In like The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, well, it's a perfectly normal sort of kind of teenage high school kind of thing, but one of the characters has the ability to travel through time, you know, that kind of stuff. And you know, Wolf Children is a mother trying to raise her kids after the father, well, something happens to the father. I won't say exactly what, but only the kids are werewolves. So, you know, it's like normal world, but with a small twist. And that's what I really like about it. But I would highly recommend Summer Wars. It's a really, really good movie. I'm genuinely surprised you haven't heard of it. It was pretty popular back when it came out. Anyway, I suppose you probably heard of like Ready Player One. It's probably going to be vaguely like that as well. But honestly, this feels a lot more. It's very strange, actually, when you look at what people think some giant online world is going to be, and you compare it to, the world of Ready Player One, like, and the online world in Ready Player One, and you compare it to like the online world in like Summer Wars or Bell or something like that, and it's very weird looking at like how an American would view an online digital world versus how a Japanese person views an online digital world, because the look of this game, to my mind, feels very much like Summer Wars. Everything's white, it's clean, it's, you know, it looks very digital. Whereas, you know, Ready Player One tried to make everything look gritty and realistic, even in the digital world, which I always thought was boring. It's like, look, we've got this completely digital world and it looks just like reality. I'm like, why? Make it, show us something we can't have in reality. Anyway, hello to what we got. Pop Peeps. Hello to Pop Peeps and Hoshi. Hello. Blimey, so many people dropping in. I didn't think this game would be that popular. But hello, welcome. Anyway, the entrance to Eden. This is where we promised to meet. I'm here a little earlier than we agreed on. Guessing Akido and Blue Box still aren't here. This will be the first I've met them outside of a chat room. Don't know what their avatars look like though. But I should be able to figure it out. Try making small talk with the even avatars in the area. Okay. This game revived Digimon in the 20th century. Did it? I was saying when I first started the stream that, like, my interest in Digimon, I've always liked Digimon, but I've never really been able to keep up with it. You know, it's always been like, because I was saying about how, like, Digimon was always more about the TV series, you know, the anime, than it was about, like, video games, unlike Pokemon, which was always based on the video games and had anime as a secondary thing. But, you know, living in the UK, anime, it's easier to get hold of these days, but back then it was like you just had to hope, like cross your fingers that a few fleeting episodes may show up on a TV channel at some point. So it was like I tried to keep track of what I could in terms of like Digimon series, but I know for a fact I'm missing huge chunks of the old TV series. I said I saw about half of the first series, none of the second, more or less all of the third, and the fourth and fifth I just never got into. No one could keep up. Half the games were never released to the West because Enco sucks at marketing. All the same, this game is just as good as Pokemon. If not, both have hits and misses. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, Pokemon these days is not what it once was. Now, Pokemon used to be fantastic and great, and these days it feels like we're just getting table scraps. So it would appear we cannot rotate the camera in this area. I don't know if that's deliberate or what, but hello. I'm logged in from abroad. I've got one of my buddies, fair enough. That rounding is an arrow. At this point you can use it to travel around Eden. Okay. There's an area in Eden filled with hackers. We can be shut down, dangerous place at once. Probably because they're running it. Fair enough. Too close. Allows you to Eden. Okay. These are places where companies can safely security business over Eden. They're not open to the public. ghost going around Eden. And it's around you hear stories about the white boy. If you look real close, the facial texture's all messed up. Arm and legs are slimy tentacles. Its real form is the demon of the creeping darkness. Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, a whole bunch of people just milling around. My community is majorly friendly. Well, I would hope so. It certainly sounds friendly enough. As I say, it's not something I ever truly got into, but I mean... Okay, apparently we're having a cutscene. But yeah, I mean, the Digimon community, I never really got too hard into it. I mean, as I said, I liked it enough for it to influence my username. You know, I mean, my username is literally Oimon, so there is influence there, and the Oimon character is, you know, literally basically just Guilmon, but not. Because, you know, I have no real originality when it comes to shit like that. The game does have a static camera, but you get used to it. Fair enough. Yeah, because you did say that this used to be like a Vita game, and then it got, like, released on, it got, like, ported to PC. So, yeah. Doesn't seem to be advertised like them. I guess I showed up too early after all. No, still time left before our meeting. I should check out some of the other areas. Okay, apparently we're doing that now. I did notice up here there was like... What is this? I got the Gummymon medal. Good! Good! Force Vidramon judges you? You can judge all he wants. Okay, well, apparently they're just not here yet. Sure. Alright, moving around in Eden. Use the direction buttons to choose a destination. Log out. The options left will return you to the point you use to access Eden. Eden community, okay. So I can log out and that presumably... I'm assuming lets me go back to the real world. But I'm assuming we're supposed to stay here for now. Wow. The future, everybody. This is the community area. I like this place. It's quiet and relaxed. My Digivice talk feature is getting a call. Huh? Oh, hey there, it's me, Mr. Nabbit. Just one sec. You're behind schedule, silly. You're gonna be late. Hurry up. Come to Galactic Park in... Kowloon. Kowloon? I have no idea how to pronounce that. Your two friends arrived a little while ago and are waiting for you. I have a gift for you all, but everyone has to be there first. Bye-bye. Kowloon? Isn't that the dangerous area full of hackers? Okay, calm down. No need to panic. What do you meant by gift? Oh well. Select a park. Okay. Never been anywhere near there before. How do I get there? Might be someone here who knows how to get to Galactic Park. Well, maybe. I should ask around. Keyword Galactic Park. During conversations, you will hear keywords. Keywords will mark characters with a lock icon. It means you can ask character keywords. If you ask the right character about certain words, the lock will open. and you will learn some new information. Right. So look for the person with the lock icon then. Oop. Uppermon. Nice. Okay. God, there's going to be a lot of these, aren't there? Kind of busy here. What? You want to get to... How do you pronounce that? Is it Kowloon? Kowloon? I don't know. But why? It's lawless and filled with hackers. Oh, that's where you went to. We're done here. Go talk to a hacker if you want to know about it. There's a hacker-looking thug near the entrance. Don't blame me for your foolish decision. Grow up and take responsibility for yourself. Charming. Looking person near the entrance. Did he mean way back in the other area? He probably did, didn't he? Yeah, it's you, innit? I want to go to Galactic Park. That's what you think you want, isn't it? I'll show you the way. This is the URL to the area. Ticket. Got the URL. What? Why would you still need a URL if it's virtual? You know what? Never mind. Surely you'd need like digital GPS coordinates or something. Okay, he's clearly more important then. Otherwise, they wouldn't show him for that extra second. Ooh. It's very blue. The URL translates to an IP address, which is basically digital GPS. I suppose, if you want to get pedantic about it. But I mean, URLs are very specifically like a web thing. They're not internet. Because internet protocol is basically the digital equivalent of a GPS. But a web address is a specific part of the HTTP protocol. Well, the P in HTTP stands for protocol, but which is very specifically a part of the World Wide Web, which is just a subset of the internet. So, you know. Okay. I go by Iba? I don't go by Iba. Who goes by Iba? The game audio is low? Very low? Or just kind of low? Because I wasn't sure, because the game audio naturally is quite loud and it was kind of drowning me out, so I turned it down. Well, once I get out of this, you Akino? Yep, it's just your first time in Eden, right? Your real name's Nokia. My parents were really big fans of phones, especially indestructible phones. They want to be named after something that probably wouldn't get killed if I happened to be an anime protagonist. You can't. No, the voice acting I've turned off deliberately because it's Japanese voices and I can't focus enough to read subtitles. If there's also Japanese voices going on in the background. So in order for me to be able to focus on reading subtitles, I've turned them off. It's just a personal thing. I can't focus on subtitles if I'm hearing people blathering in Japanese in my ears. So I've had to turn the VAs off, I'm afraid. So sound effects and music, you will hear those. Again, let me know if they're too quiet. Yeah, no voices, I'm afraid. Sorry, just one of those things. It's something I've got to do in order to be able to play the game. You're late. What were you doing? Leaving me all alone in such a dangerous place. How would you feel if you were in my shoes? You're asking if Blue Box has shown up yet? Oh, he showed up alright. What does that even matter? Like, can you believe this? He's all, oh, I've got to go and find a ghost, and all of a sudden he's running off by himself. That's how he rolls, apparently. 100% full of himself. Thinks he's all that just because he's got good looks or whatever. It's digital. Everybody can look good. So, like, what? The ghost of the pale boy? I've heard the rumors, but don't know the details. What does he even plan to do if he finds it? I mean, ghosts in cyberspace? That's unreal. That's unscientific. Doesn't even make any sense. Not that I'm scared or nothing. Boom! Whoa, easy. Overreacting a bit there, aren't we? Did my emo visage frighten you? Oh, jeez, Atara. Just you. I thought you were a ghost. You have to act all tough by coming to this place if you're just a chicken, you know. Hey now, you're the one who ditched me in that place like this, Atari, you slimy little no-good. Oh, such a trap. God, all these characters are dicks! We've never met here before, have we? I'm... Is it Arata? Arata. Okay, Arata. Nice to meet you and all that. I think I said Atara originally, didn't I? Wasn't paying attention. That's not a proper introduction. You must put two and two together by now, but this is the person behind Blue Box. Is that what you imagined, is he? In the chat, he's kind and considerate, like a reliable big brother figure, right? When I first met him, I was really weirded out. He's surly, self-absorbed, and he's got this weird look in his eye. I mean, talk about a waste of good looks, am I right? Leave the stupidity for later, okay? So, while I was waiting for you, I took a look around. I thought that Mr. Navitt fellow who called us here might be somewhere. What? I thought you were looking for a ghost. Well, I was doing a little of that too. But in the end, I found neither. Rather, there wasn't anyone around to be found. You'd think there'd be one or two hackers in an area like Kowloon. Oh, crap. Sorry, dropped the controller. No matter how dangerous it is. So very sorry to keep you waiting. I'm Mr. Navitt. I've got something for you, all you good boys and girls who showed up here today. This is the miraculous power to change the world. What was that? It's hacking. We've all been hacked. New program has been installed. Digimon Capture! Now, there's going to be round little devices that are like one color on one half and another color on the top half, and they sort of open up. And although we're only retconning this in now, it actually causes Digimon to shrink using a naturally innate shrinking ability that apparently they all have, and has never once been previously mentioned in any prior game or material previously, and we're retconning it in after 30 years. Sorry, that still is just really stupid to me. Whoa, this Mr. Navitt fellow is no slouch. He poked through my firewall like it was nothing. Digimon Capture? It's a hacking tool that's been making the rounds with hackers lately. Wait, so when you say Digimon, you mean like Digimon? Digimon? Yes, those Digimon. The ones you're so interested in. There's a certain kind of data known as digital monsters that you can capture by scanning, this thing says. So Digimon is short for digital monsters. Was that even supposed to be? Okay, fine. I don't know whether these people are idiots, jerks, or idiot jerks. Probably a combination of both. But, whoa, hey, hang on. Digimon are like nasty programs that hackers use, right? So then that means that we've become hackers? Suppose you could put it that way. It's no big deal. Hackers are nothing out of the ordinary these days. No way, nah. Hackers are bad news. I'm not doing this. I don't want any part of this. I'm going to delete the program. What? No, you gotta be kidding me. I can't uninstall this thing? Leave it be. Program's protected. Who knows what'll happen if you force delete it? What do you mean? Hmm? Is that Mr. Nabbit? Don't let him get away. Why are we chasing him? I'm out of here. I'm going home. Don't think we are. This wasn't here before. What's it doing? Did the hacker do this too? It's telling us to keep going onwards, not letting us go back home? No, I'm not going. I won't. Woohoo! Okay, right button within the field to activate the Digivice. You can save it at almost any time from the save menu. It's not possible to save in some locations. Okay. Woo! Okay, Digimon save. We might as well do that now while we're here. That's it? 3? Okay, fine, suit yourself. Okay. We're still in the prologue, apparently. So that's the thing. What else we got? Digiline, field guide, options, keywords, player, and items. Let me just go into options. You said the volume was a bit loud. Let's try that. We'll tweak it up a little bit. Might be better. I will say there isn't exactly a lot of music going on at the moment. This isn't supposed to happen. Firewall put up with a hacker and don't know how to destroy it, but I need to go after Arata. The Digimon area stretches all the way back through here? Feels totally different from the cyberspace areas on the upper part of the ED network. There's no trace of Arata. You may have gone further inside. I should be careful. Yeah, we don't want to get caught in a random battle with a Digimon we can't yet fight. Professor Oak would be so mad. Oh, okay. I guess I just got knocked into digital unconsciousness. Oh, good. Okay, fine. That's a thing. Yep. I've got wingdings now. Is it wingdings? What was that? Ooh, it's dangerous as they say. Who knows what might happen here? Gotta hurry up, find a raft, and get out of here. Ghastly boy. What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. It's your ghost that look like me? If that's true, the ghost might have been me. Some call me the Wraith of Eden. They say I'm not of this world. The truth is simply that I'm rather elusive and tend to turn up unexpectedly. That's all. Please, relax. I'm not a ghost. I'm very real here in Eden. Note you put the emphasis on here in Eden. I exist to guide those who are lost, like you. You just had a program installed. Digimon Capture, which marks you as a hacker. But you are still merely a fledgling hacker. There are hackers with a wide variety of different goals here in Eden. Chivalrous ones who find and report security holes. Thieves who steal accounts and rob money and data. Others are just out to prove their skill. Truly a wide variety. What kind of hacker do you want to be? Do I get a choice? You are indeed a fledgling if that's your only response. Not even hatched from your egg yet. You're free to become a hacker if you want. Or something else altogether. It's up to you. What led you to this is neither here nor there. You came here because you were interested in hacking, and now, because of that, you've got the Digimon Capture program, yes? I would therefore recommend you give the remarkable power of these Digimon programs a try. That's fine. Now, to commemorate your birth as a fellow hacker to be, I shall present you with your first Digimon. Right, so you're basically the Professor Oak character. Okay. There. Behind you. That is a Digimon program. Ah. Who do we get to pick? Oh god, we are literally picking between 3 different Digimon. Right. Yep. You can only take one. Okay, so we are literally doing the Pokemon thing here. So Digimon basically said, enough of competing with Pokemon. We're just gonna fucking copy them here now. Because why the hell not? Am I right? Data, virus, and vaccine. Yeah, I had that roaming around at the back of my mind. That because you had these types. I think they were introduced back even during like the first series of Digimon. That you had like Data was your average common kind of Digimon, and then you had vaccine Digimon and you had virus Digimon. I don't know if there was ever a system set up where one was particularly good against another. I don't know if it went in like a 3-way triangle kind of system, or if they were just vaguely supposed to denote which Pokemons were good, which Digimon were good and which ones were bad. I don't know that. I don't know if that was ever explained. I don't remember it ever really coming up in any bigger or lesser way. I do remember it being a thing. The excessively adorable animal type, the possibly fragrant plant type, mechanical looking machine type. I'm trying to remember the names of these Digimon, because I know 2 of them. Because the exceedingly adorable animal type... Is it Palmon? Or is Palmon the plant one? I'm struggling to remember. I know that this one is from the 3rd series, and that's from the 1st series. That one I don't know. That one I've never seen before. Was it Palmon? Oh god, it has been so long since I watched anything Digimon related. Like, it's been literally... It must be a decade at least. Terriermon, thank you. Yeah, see, Palmon. Palmon was the middle one. I thought... I had Palmon running in my head. I just couldn't remember which one it was. Yeah, Terriermon was the one with the big ears. Palmon is the plant one. And Hagurumon is the cog one? Okay, I don't know Hagurumon. I don't know if it matters. I'm assuming at this point anyway. Your starting one tends to be pretty generalized. But I'm definitely leaning towards Terriermon because Terriermon is cute and eventually his... I think I remember, like, he gets machine guns. I mean, technically, Palmon does eventually turn into a cactus with boxing gloves. I remember that. But, you know, Terriermon, he gets fucking... He gets shorts and machine guns. I mean, you cannot beat shorts and machine guns, really, here. Let's be honest. Hey, Terriermon. Type vaccine. Attribute wind. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. Because I remember at the end of Season 3, they use him to basically end the problem. By getting him to, like, spin around in a tornado for some reason. Yeah, sure, why not? Well, you seem to have made up your mind. Okay, bring you out of your shell. Several steps are required to obtain a Digimon. If you discover or encounter a Digimon program, run a scan, and then acquire the analyzed data. As a note, Guilmon is a virus-type Digimon. Yes, I do actually know that. It's one of the things that, like, it didn't confuse me, but it sort of gave me pause. I remember that Guilmon being a virus type, even though he's like a good guy. Because originally I always assumed that, like, the vaccine types were, like, the really good. Like, they were the good Digimon, and you had the virus types, which were the bad Digimon, then you had the data types, which were just, like, miscellaneous ones. And I think in the first season, that was the way they went. And I don't know anything about the second season, but in the third season, I always kind of got the feeling that there was a lot more nuance to it. Because there were virus types, but some of them were good, and things like that. So I always got the feeling that it was like, well, your type is one thing, but it's also like how you're raised and how your character is. Because Guilmon is very much raised by Takato in the third series, and it's like his kind of imprinting is what allows Guilmon to be a, sort of a good character in that regard. Because Guilmon at the start of the series is very, very innocent. Because Takato literally creates him. He draws diagrams and they get scanned, and then that creates Guilmon as a real thing. I remember that. It's been a long fucking time. I don't know how the hell I remember that, but I do remember it. But, yeah. Well, those are all done with Digimon Capture. You can use that without any restrictions. Just because you got the analyzed data doesn't mean the Digimon program itself is yours. First you must convert it. You must launch the Digimon program and implement it in cyberspace first and foremost. Only then can it serve as the digital monster. A hacking program is not to be trifled with. Unlike Scan, however, Convert is not part of the Digimon Capture application. We hackers finally devised the technique needed, but certain rules were put in place regarding how it is used, in order to control how this power is exercised. Your chosen Digimon program is still weak, but it will grow in power and digivolve. As you gain experience as a hacker, your programs will become more powerful as well. Someday immense power might be yours, and that day comes, responsibility will come along with it. Hackers may be free spirits, but they must never succumb to chaos. Never that. sure most of this went over your head, but tuck it away in a corner of your mind. Besides, merely having Digimon capture gives you hacker status. It's a special program, but a hacker's abilities, values, and goals can all be seen in how well that hacker can use Digimon programs. Because protecting the Order of Eden is a hacker's first duty. I'd be very happy if you would try to become that kind of hacker. So are you like the person who created Eden or something? I'm also wondering if you're blind because you don't have pupils. And generally in anime character design, someone who is blind doesn't have pupils. After all, hackers have been with Eden since its inception. You want the Digimon right now? I see. You heard what I had to say and decided you want to become a proud hacker too. Excellent. Well then, follow the steps. Start with a scan. Have Digimon capture running and target, Huh? Well, that's a problem. Digimon I prepared for you went and ran away. Plenty of other Digimon. We'll find another. Just wait a moment. That did surprise me, though, for a Digimon as tough as that one to appear in this area. Could it have been released as a bad joke by a low-level hacker? Or as an attack on me by someone? What's that? You want to go after it? You want a powerful Digimon like that? No, you couldn't handle it. Forget about it. What's that? You're concerned about the Digimon being chased? You're a curious one. Still, that's all the more reason to leave it be. You look foolish if you got hurt interfering in a fight between two mere programs. I have to help. Well, if that's what you want, then you should do it. Chase after it, if that's your decision. Okay. I'll tell you what, seeing as the game doesn't seem to have a pause option, we'll go into the menu, because it's more or less 4 o'clock and this feels like a decent time. I think if I keep going too much forward, I'll probably get locked into another endless cutscene. So, right, so, yes, first impressions, yeah, they're essentially like, let's do Pokemon because Pokemon is popular, and I get that. It'll be interesting to see how this differs from like a modern Pokemon game, in the sense that, like, Pokemon has gotten very stuck in its rut recently. Like, it's trying to dig itself out, but I don't know if it can. So we'll see how this game gets on when it's sort of trying to do the Pokemon thing, but not exactly. We'll see, we'll see. Anyway, gonna take a break. Back in a minute, guys. And we are back, eventually. I was having trouble getting OBS to register the fact I was pressing the take me off of the Be Right Back logo button. That's random, but yes, we're back. Okay, so, apparently we gotta go do shit. I don't know if I can, like, back up, because I noticed there's a thing here. What's this? Woo! That could come in handy. Alright. Of course. I like how my character tried to be sassy for like a split second. Like, oh, yeah, okay, yeah, maybe no sass here. No sass here. Yep, there it is. Oh boy, you really are new at that. Do you intend to face off against a digital monster unarmed? You truly are curious. Nah, you're just a soft touch, that's it. What a coincidence. I am both of those things as well. Just this once, allow me to aid you. You needn't do anything for the moment. Watch and learn. This is how a real hacker uses their skills. Sure. seems it wants to fight with you. Is that Metal Garurumon? May have been something of an ordeal, but that Digimon is now yours. Instruct it well and master the program. Stats and timeline. Enemy and ally stats, as well as the timeline, are displayed during battles. Enemy stats, timeline, ally stats. Yep, makes sense. Good, we got a timeline thing. I love this. I love the timeline thing. I think that this is the best way to do turn-based battles these days. Because it was sort of, I don't know if it was the first game to do it. The first time I remember seeing a system like this was Final Fantasy X. And it was easily the best part of the fucking game. The battle system was so good because it allowed for strategy where you could speed up your characters or slow down the enemy, and you could try to delay their attacks to give like your powerful character a chance to have a go and stuff like that. And it was just like, I always love it when you get a turn order. I think that's such a it's such a good system. I don't know why more games don't use it. Okay, ally, enemy, guest. Digimon move in order from the top of the timeline with no shit. Allies are in blue, enemies are in red, guests are in green. When a command is selected, the predicted post-action position is displayed. Okay. Attack with the A button. Okay. For look commands, hold down a directional button or tilt the left stick. Hold down the right button. Okay. Press A. Freely move your Digimon by pressing the view button. Okay, attack is regular attack. Skill, use the skill. Guard, defense, halves any damage taken. Right. Item, use an item. Change, switch out battling party members with backup. Auto battle. Escape free from battle. Okay. Well, I don't know what level we're attacking at the moment. Kurisarimon. Kurisari? Okay, do an attack. Ooh. Thunderfalls. Okay. Sure, why not? Ow. Woohoo! Level up. Experience, yen. Okay, you get experience and then you get money at the end of the battle. Good. You get prizes, random item drops. Fine. Battle reserve? Oh! That's like Digimon in the battle and Digimon in reserve. So your reserve Digimon get a little experience? That's always nice. I like that. Ooh, level up. So HP went up. But everything went up. That isn't that nice. And I got skill. Heal. Ooh, that's actually pretty bloody useful. Okay. Heal. I like heal. Very rare to retain a Digimon without scanning it through Digimon capture. What's more, for a program to like a person. That's because none of you guys care about your Digimon. You just treat them like tools. You don't think of them as the individuals they clearly are. I wonder if the Digimon are actually going to talk in this. Because, as far as I know, in every series, Digimon can talk. It's just none of them have said anything yet. So I'm wondering if that's going to be a thing. Anyway. Everything about this is odd. You'll probably be an irregular element among hackers. Anyway, you're free from your shell now. Rest is up to you. I shall take my leave. A young man with a nasty look in his eyes? Ah, the other irregular one. Him. He was headed to that area over there. Oh, behind the firewall. That used to be the old Eden entrance area. The remains of Eden's creation, its forgotten dregs. Proof of that lies in the fact that an original lockout zone remains there untouched. It's lock protected and can't be used, but a hacker could probably deal with said lock. Are we going to have to fight the firewall? Is it going to be literally a wall, or will the wall turn into like a Digimon to fight? Yes, if you wanted to leave this place, it would be a good idea to use that lockout zone. That boy should be able to unlock it in a snap. As long as his skills haven't waned, that is. Why are you surprised? Don't tell me. Has he not told you? In that case, it's not my story to tell. It's better to hear it directly from him. Oh, that's right. I hadn't even introduced myself. I'm Hugo. Hugo from Team Zaxxon. If you want to become a top tier hacker, then you should seek us out. Our doors are always open to you. Well, no sense thinking conspiracy theories. Anyway, Arthur was headed to that area over there. And there's supposed to be no logout zone there too. I'll be able to log out. I'll go get Nokia. Okay, setting skills. There are two types of skills: special moves and inherited skills. Special moves. Inherited skills obtained from the start. The details of these moves change after each time a Digimon digivolves or de-digivolves. After digivolving or de-digivolving, previously known skills can be relearned by leveling up. What? Hang on. I like how it says there are two types of skills: special moves and inherited skills. It then goes to tell you what a special move is by calling it an inherited skill. Right, yeah, that makes sense. You can set up to 6 special moves or inherited skills. Digimon can learn up to 20 different skills. Once the number of skills exceeds 20, excess skills must be deleted. Okay, so hang on, let me have a look. See. We got Terrier Tornado, and we got Heal. Okay. Max level 15. That's interesting. Ooh. Especially when getting cool new looks, costumes do not change stats. Yeah. Okay. So they're basically just flare. Let's just lead back to where I was before. Oh, nope, never mind. Where did those two go? Like, hackers could have maybe. Huh? Quickly. Hey, wait! Quietly. Huh? Oh good, they can talk. Ah! What are you? Who are you? It can talk? It's so adorable. My name's Nokia. What are your names? Me? I'm Agumon. And I'm Gabumon. Agumon and Gabumon? What weird names. Hey, they're not weird. You're the one with the weird name. As if. My name's not weird. No, you're literally named after a phone. Huh? What's wrong? My totes adorbs good looks stunned you speechless? I can smell something. Something familiar. What? Wait, me? Yeah, familiar and reassuring. What? Come on, this is kind of embarrassing. Oh, sorry. Guess my naturally alluring pheromones are working full force today. Humans don't have pheromones. Ah, see? You are weird. Oh, where the heck have you been? Yikes, it's another scary person. I'm sick of being chased around. Run away. Hey, calm down. This is a friend of mine. Ah, shucks, they're gone. Well, just what were those cute little critters? Never mind that. Who's that with you? That's a Digimon? Then those little cuties were Digimon too? But both those Digimon and this one here, they don't seem like bad programs. Digimon, huh? Having cute critters like them around could be pretty okay. Maybe this Digimon capture thing won't be so bad after all. What? There was a violent wild Digimon too. Whatever it was sounds super duper scary. Harass is in the area through there? I'll go with you. Let's find him ASAP. This is back where we first came in. I'm kind of curious if we can, like, deal with this now. No, you need to go after her rather. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, okay, hello. The nature of Digimon encounters in battle is automatically set. Oh, is that what that was? Okay. Makes sense, I guess. Digimon with 100% or higher scan rate can be materialized in the Digilab, later made into allies. Right, so you scan Digimon by literally just encountering them in the wild. That's a decent way to do it. I like that. That's decent. Okay. Let's see. Magic attack, 20 wind damage to all foes. Oh, fuck, get wrecked. Okay, those guys must have been really fucking pansy to just give me a couple of points like that. Okay, fair enough. All kinds of Digimon look in the dungeons. Moving around can trigger battles as you encounter Digimon. Be sure to pay attention to the health of your party, of course. Let's see, who is that? What is that? Omega Triceramon. Hey, thank you for the follow. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. Right, so we've got this area now. I noticed there was an item right here earlier. Ooh, an escape gate. I'm going to guess that's an item that allows me to escape from random battles. HP capsules. Good. Is there like a map option in this, I wonder? There is not. We got him up there. Anything else? You like the white Guilmon mascot? Thank you. That's the Oimon. That is the me. All right, what do we got? Well, seems to work quite well. So let's do that. Ooh, critical hit. Woohoo! I had a feeling you were complaining about an ad when you were going on about that when you showed up. and bounce, so you aren't worthy of going any further yet. Would you prove your strength and pride as a hacker, this path will open on its own. Oh, okay. I thought that's where we had to go. Fine. You two again, huh? Woohoo! Ooh, you survived! Oh dear. Whack it. You can get your name? Well, it's literally the name of the account. It's Oimon. At least that's what I go by online. Yeah, you again, huh? Well, at least I'm likely to, Well, hey! I was hoping that would happen. Wait, you can go over 100%? That's weird. Whack him. Oh no, he survived. Balls. Ooh. Whack. Woohoo! Level up. Okay, HP's up, rest up by 1. Good. Well, hey, scan complete. Can, and if you max out the scan when you get them, they get a buff. Oh, that's cool. What is the max? Is it like 200, 300, something like that? Something feels really strange. Like all this happened before when I was a kid. Did it? It's like I've met you in Errata before. What? No, not like we had met yesterday in chat or anything like that. Like maybe something strange. What's that? Did you see it? Again with the hacking? Honestly, what is with this place? Let's go. Arthur should be up ahead, right? The max is 200? Fair enough. Right, so are we all like digi-destined or something and we met during our childhood and forgot after the fact? Is this Final Fantasy VIII? Did we all spend childhood together in an orphanage but then we forgot? Is that what this is? What was that image just now? A child? I'm so weirded out. Play the game and find out. Yeah, but I want to guess as I'm going along. That's half the fun. You guess as you're going and then you see if you're right or not. And I always like sort of working out, because I like to be able to second guess where a game is going, because if I can do that, it means I'm still managing to keep up with like games and tropes and stuff like that. And like most of the time I'll get it. Like sometimes a game can just take a thing into completely the wrong fucking direction, but I want to know what that was. Ugh, really does not feel right. Ah, there he is. Hang on, hey, you're running off by yourself. Can't just think about yourself, you know. What? Oh god, it's Cthulhu. What the fuck? What is that? Another Digimon? It can't be. The black monster of Eden people have been talking about. They say it devours your data. Guys, run. Whatever this thing is, it's a real menace. I'll break through the lock on this thing. Lock out and then get away as fast as you can. Hey, I told you to run, didn't I? Come on, get out of here. Hey! Hey, you guys again? We'll protect you, Nokia. Nokia, get out of here. Okay, this is not gonna go well. Like, it can't go well. That does speed things up a bit. Yeah, I had a feeling that was going to be the case. We should probably escape. Can we escape? No, you can't escape. Okay. Well, we're probably about to get our arse handed to us then. So, obviously this is a scripted fight, so whatever, right? Road terminal. What should we do? It's too strong. Why am I so weak? They have to help Nokia and the others. Okay, lock's taken care of. You can log out. Come on, Nokia, hurry. But what about them? Did you get it? You're holding them back. They can't do anything until you get away. Huh? Come on, Nokia's logged out. I'll go next. You hurry after us, alright? Find us. Warning. An unexpected error occurred during the logout process. The logout process cannot continue. The logout process cannot continue. The logout process cannot continue. The logout process will continue. Well, that's good. Logout successful. See you at your next login. Thank you. Eden is a human network connecting the world to the future, run by Kamishiro Enterprises. Excuse me, isn't that dangerous? What's up with that kid? Yikes. Hey there, what's making such a scene in broad daylight? Going to arrest you, do you? Officer, over here. Who are you calling a police officer? I'm a detective. Don't do the book by its cover. I'm sorry, you are dressed like a police officer. If someone calls you police officer, don't get pissy at them if you're dressed like one. Honestly. Well, what is going on? That's gross, so gross I'm gonna arrest you. Okay, sure. That makes sense. Ew, you're gross and disgusting, so I'm gonna arrest you for it. For God's sake, button up! You have an interesting appearance. I'm very curious. Handle it before it gets worse. Now stop the car. I'll arrest you. Wait. More used to strange phenomena than most. Never seen the likes of this before. Can you hear my voice? Can you speak? Well, that's good. Wasn't sure what I was going to do if you weren't human. You could start by buttoning up your fucking top. I see, so you have no idea what's happening to you. If you have questions, then ask them now. I'll answer whatever I can. There's this place what happened to my body where my friend's gone. So I'm guessing based on this, I wasn't able to properly and successfully log out of the system. So does that mean I've got like a human body that's unconscious somewhere in a room? And like I projected my digital self into the real world doing this? And I've got to find a way to properly log out the system in order to get back into my body. That's probably where we're going with this. You're in Shinjuku. I was out working, looking for something, when I came across you here. You didn't just come across me, you were racing towards me at like 90 miles an hour. Like, you already knew where you were going. You might not believe that, but it's the truth. I don't believe that for a hot fucking second. Everything to my agency's office in Nakano. You can tell me the details when we get there. Looks like your body is in an extreme digital state, as if it were a cyberspace avatar, yet somehow here in the real world. If that's true, then this is a very interesting phenomenon. Yeah, because like... I mean, it depends on which continuity is considered the real one, because I remember the first series of Digimon and the third one had very different stories about where Digimon came from. I don't know if they eventually retconned it all to make sense or not, or if they were all supposed to be separate continuities. As I said, I only ever really saw the first and third series. So, because I remember in the third series, it was about digital entities breaking through into reality. And like there was this whole backstory that someone created them as like this thing, and then he was supposed to delete them, but he couldn't quite bear himself to do it, and this, that, the other, and now they're breaking through to reality or something like that. As I say, it's been a long fucking time since I watched anything Digimon related. So I'm assuming it's a similar thing here, where digital stuff is going to be breaking into reality, and so we'll see where it goes. Where have my friends gone? No, there wasn't anyone else around. Just you. Wondering whether the same thing might have happened to your friends? I see. Well, can't tell you not to worry about them, but your first priority should be to take care of yourself. Who are you? Who am I? Ah, haven't even introduced myself yet. Should have done that earlier, but you were such a curiosity, it completely slipped my mind. Sorry. I'm Kayoko Kuremi. Just a humble detective. Is everybody in this world a detective? Japan has an obsession with like detectives and stuff. It's quite a shocker, really. It's like they see detectives as this super cool person. Good. Welcome to the Kuremi Detective Agency. Oh goody, I unlocked an achievement. I reached chapter 1. Good for me. See, you got a good grasp on the situation, do I? That place in Shinjuku, The one where you appeared when you logged out from cyberspace. It's the same or very similar to the place you logged in to in Eden, isn't it? Is it? Well, you're here talking to me now, but it seems like there's another body out there for you as well. Maybe your mental data was separated from your physical body and manifested in the real world independently. Or maybe your body was somehow moved to Shinjuku, where it was corrupted to the form you now have. The whole situation is entirely too peculiar, yet here you are, standing before me, as much as that shouldn't make sense. I mean, presumably, I know where I live. Couldn't I just give this person, hey, here's my home address, can you just go and check to see if there's like a body there? Because if there is, we may need to put it on life support or something while I'm not in it. At present, I can only form a simple hypothesis. We need to gather more information, and quickly. Going by the book, you should check out where you logged into Eden. Which was where? Where are you now? You're at the Karemi Detective Agency, which has solved a number of rather bizarre cases, including cybercrimes. I can think of nobody better suited to solving the mystery of what happened to you than right here. And you're even sitting on the sofa for clients. No need to worry about compensation. Your very existence is all the payment I need. Oh, thank God we don't have to work off a debt by doing, like, other cyber-based mysteries. Although that might make a fun game in and of itself. Let's pretend you boarded a luxury liner, say the Mary Celeste. Anyway, let's get back on track here. Where did you log in? But first, before we do anything else, we must do something about your appearance. Can't walk around outside like that, and it looks pretty unstable as well. I've had a good look, and you truly are a mass of data. A true digital body. Yet you hear my voice, sit on my sofa, talk to me, proof that you obey physical laws. Just hard light. It's a hard light hologram, that's all it is. A digital body with real-world characteristics. Let's call it a half-cyber body. If your body is comprised of data, then it could be easy to do something about your appearance. Incorporate compatible data and make repairs. You should have the same basic structure as an avatar used within Eden. Would be excellent if there were avatar parts in the data found lying around in Kowloon. The only issue is whether or not you can log in your current state. What is it? Did something happen with the television? Over here. Jump. Jump. Urged on by the voice, I took a leap of faith. But what the heck happened? Looks like I can go forward after all. Digital network. This is a digital space where the information flow becomes visual due to the protagonist's cyber body. Choose your direction with the directional buttons or the left stick. Battle may be initiated, so always be on guard when moving. What are we doing? Hi guys. Oh, blimey, you survived that, didn't you? Ow. More like it. I don't know what we're doing or where we're going. We apparently are just going at the moment. Okay, I guess. What was the point of that? Oh, hey. The exit? It's gone. Guess I can't go about the way I came. Is this Eden? This is Kyoko. Can you hear me? I nearly lost you, but I managed to get a trace. What the heck happened? Looked like you were sucked into the terminal and just disappeared. I see. I'm guessing you passed through the actual network lines themselves. The office terminal is connected to the Eden network. You heard the flow in the wires as data and appeared in Eden? So then for you, the network appears as an actual series of roads. Still, it's shocking to see you make such a direct transition from the real world to the digital one. You submerge in the digital world just by touching the terminal, a dive. No, a jump. From now on, I'm going to call that ability of yours a connection jump. Don't you love it when random people in your life just decide to start naming elements of your existence? Especially when they're borderline strangers you've never met before. What a happy little unexpected accident. You need an afro to say that. Now you can go around and look for avatar part data. Plenty of junk data lying around in there. Should be easy to find what you need. Well, goody. People react if I talk to them like this. Space is supposed to be for members only. Happy to get it without a pass. Kind of rookie hacker. Technically, yes. This way. Come on. Huh? Guess they go in the direction of the voice? Okay. Oh, well, that room looks familiar. Ah, so you can hear my voice. Welcome to the Digilab. This planet has a faint connection with the digital world. A paradise for Digimon. I am... Is that Mary? Marie? Marie? I'm gonna say just Marie. I open this paradise unto you. Digital world? It's okay if you don't know about it, for now at least. Well, I think I know what it is. When the time comes, I expect you will know what you need to know. The Digital Monster Laboratory. You can call it the DML for short, I suppose. No, I don't think I will. I recommend calling it the Digilab, though. Yeah, that's a much better name. I called you? No, that's not quite right. It was you who called to me. You are beginning to develop a deep connection with Digimon. Our string of fate intertwined and drew me in. And so, I found you. In other words, it was you who called out to me. But that's enough of that for now. First off, what kind of place is this? Come check it out with your own eyes. Well, I would imagine it's a hub. There you use a variety of your abilities, Digibank, organize your party, Digivolve, De-Digivolve, and more. So, Digivolving and De-Digivolving seems to be something of a choice. Like, it's not like Pokemon where it's like a linear progression. That obviously your Digimon have different forms. It was kind of like Pokemon, but not. It was that thing that always sort of confused me about Digimon back when I was watching the show, is that Digimon would, like, punt themselves up to being stronger, but they'd only do it for like one fight, and then they'd go back to a more normal character, presumably for convenience of writing. Because some of the evolved forms were really fucking big, like really big. Anyway, you found raise your Digimon by training or feeding. Mirror dungeon, take on dungeons you've already cleared. Shop, Coliseum network battle. I'm not going to partake in that. Is that even available on a PC version? It might not be. Number of times you say, oh yeah, network battle, you can do a whole bunch of online stuff, but it's not available on PC because reasons. Medical machine, recover Digimon HP and SP. That's useful. Well. Alright, so we got all this shit. Alright, what do we got? What's this? Is this the Coliseum? That's not battle. Yep, no interest in that. This is recover for 20 yen. How are my Digimon doing? Yeah, okay, why not? Digifarm! Digimon kept at your Digifarm will gain experience with time. Giving instructions will result in various effects. So it's like a Chow Garden? 2 types of items are used in expanding a farm island. Farm Development Kit increases the number of islands to a maximum of 5. Allows you to keep a greater number of Digimon. Farm Expansion Plug increases the rank of an island. Increase the number of locations where you can place farm goods. So one increases the number of farms, the other one increases the size of farms. Makes sense. Ooh. That's very blocky. Embrace different types of farm goods. I don't have any. Not exactly a shock. So Digi-Convert is like I would technically be able to get a Pabumon and a Poyomon. Okay, don't know if I need those yet, but whatever. Welcome! Ooh, shop. 250 HP for one ally, 330 SP for one ally. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry. Flip neck. Always happens when I get to do a lot of talking in these things. Alright. And this was the Mirror Dungeon. Shortcut gates to revisit dungeons you've explored in the past. Makes sense. Digital network. Ah, right, that's the space I just went through. Okay. Alright, better look around, talk to me. Cat! Pet the cat. Never mind. Have you understood the Digilab? Everything here is meant to assist you, so please use them well. Oh, okay. I guess that's it there. Do you have any further interactions with Digimon? Let me see if you're the person I thought you might be. Finally, one last thing. A small token for you. Oh, I've got a hacking skill. Hacking skills shine in combination with your Digimon's use. but are dangerous if used for unscrupulous hacking purposes. How you use your skill is up to you, never forget that. You can deepen your special ties with Digimon. Does the game actually have like a moral choice thing, or is it just like, oh, be careful how you use this, but there's really only one way you can use it? And it's like, there's no point in being worried. There are games that do that, and it drives me fucking nuts. Like, it tries to present as though the game has some kind of moral choice system in it, but ultimately there is no choice. You use your skills in one way and one way only, and you have no actual moral say in how you use things. And it's like, why even present it as a thing? I honestly think it's just there to scare the player into actually trying to be careful. I don't know. With them, share their joys and sadness and grow together. By deepening your bond with the Digimon, they'll surely offer you their aid. So yeah, you're basically pulling double duty with the Professor Oak duty that the other guy was doing. It's a very important ability, but even change your life. Connection jump. That's what you call your curious skill. I know nothing of this power. It's like a hacking skill, but, well, different. But I'm certain it's a skill that will serve you in unique ways. See you later. When on the field, press the X button to open the hacking skill menu. Here you can use the various abilities of your Digimon. To use a skill, the Digimon in the party must meet necessary conditions. You can check the conditions of a skill from the player menu of your Digivice. Right, so this is like HMs in Pokemon kind of thing. Just this once I'll let you use the special exit. Next time, go to the access point if you please. Access point. Communication devices that use the flow of the digital wave to connect to locations everywhere. They are reference points for the digital network. Additionally, they allow the protagonist to use connection jump to move to Eden or the Digilab. So in the real world, you use a phone terminal, and in Eden, you use a digital phone terminal. Makes sense. Okay. Right. Alright, I gotta pick up pieces of my form. Hacking skill Wallcry. You can eliminate secure firewalls to block your way and continue your progress. This skill has a different level depending on the resilience of the firewall. You won't be able to take down a firewall if your Wallcrack skill level isn't high enough. So I've got Wallcrack, code scan, copy paste. High security reduces encounters. Ooh. Function call. Okay then, well. Spiffy. It's me. Whew, finally got through to you. I lost your trace info and had to search again. Where did you wander off to this time? I see. So you went into Mary. Yeah, you could say we're acquainted. Regardless, for there to have been a natural progression where you would meet her, you seem to have the craziest luck. Let's assume you carried out your original objective. We'll start by... What? You've already broken through the firewall? Huh, well done. Save me some time. Alright, on to our next move. Scan the area around the entrance and mark key junk data sites. Junk data will serve as your body parts. You need to go find and retrieve some. Something of a stopgap measure, and it may not be a perfect solution, but I'm sure your skills are up to the task. This is a key step to returning your body to normal, so buck up and get to work. It's okay, searching for body parts isn't as hard as defeating 48 demons now, is it? Think of it as an emergency measure. I look forward to meeting you in your normal body. Hang on, why did you specifically mention defeating 48 demons? I feel like that's a reference to something I'm not getting. Tool for communicating with people. You receive messages from your friends and Digimon in your Digifarms. Notification appears in the bottom right of your screen. Okay, fair enough. Oh, lemon egg. That's a lot of messages. Okay, I surprise you. That's what Digimon's about. So simple phrase in line for friends and clients. Digimon's will be. Got it. Okay, right. Well, actually, I might as well go back to the menu. It's 5 o'clock. Time to take another break. Also to give my voice a rest, because you probably noticed that I'm coughing a lot, which always happens on a heavy text-based game because my voice can't quite handle it that well. You'd think by after all these years of doing all this stuff I'd be more used to it, but apparently I'm just not. So, you know, it is what it is. Right. Okay, so we're into the main game now. I think I sort of vaguely see where this is going, possibly. Although there's probably things I don't understand. So, yeah, right. Go take a break. Back in a minute, guys. And we are back. Okay, then. Right. Let's go. Apparently we've got to find myself a body. Actually, apparently I also got another message from someone. Did you reply to my reply? To reply and I pressed. Guess you get to reply to a reply sometimes. Okay, well, fair enough. Technically it wasn't a reply, but okay. Oh, hey, look. Hi, guys. Hey, register to field guide. Scan data of new Digimon will be collected in the Digimon, and the Digimon will be registered to your field guide. The Digilab you can use DigiConvert, browse detailed data. Okay. Whack. Later. Woohoo! Goody. I kind of wish it would like slowly build your avatar as you go through, but that's probably too much to ask. Well, hey! Level up! At least I'm gaining 10 HP per level, so that's nice. Yep. Ooh, that's a lot. Types and attributes. Digimon all have types and attributes. If they have an affinity. The Digimon type is shown in the mark in the upper left part of the stats. Attributes displayed by color. During targets with a good affinity is shown with a red. Bad affinity is shown with a blue. Right, there are 4 types. Virus, vaccine, data, and free. Ooh. So they do work in a triangle system. Attacks of a type with good affinity inflict double damage. Attacks of a bad one only inflict half damage. Makes sense. So vaccines are good against viruses. Viruses are good against data. Data are good against vaccines. I don't know why data are good against vaccines, but I guess it's just the one part of the triangle they had to kind of fudge. So, fair enough. Attack with the good attributes inflict 1.5 normal damage. Attacks using skills reflect the attribute of said skill. Okay. So, light is weak to dark and dark is weak to light. Yep, makes sense. Fire is good against grass. Grass is good against water. Water is good against fire. Yep, that's Pokemon. Electric is good against wind. Wind is good against Earth, and Earth is good against electric. Okay, makes sense. Alright, so presumably if I did that... That wasn't as good as I'd hoped. Ow. Ow. Ah, how? Should knock out 2 really. Oh! Balls! Well, that ain't good. Suppose you just do a general attack. So there's a little HP. I think I'm about to fucking lose. That guy was tougher than he looked. Okay, let's see. Poison, 250. Whew. God, that's a pathetic amount of experience. Whew. Okay. Oh no, you're fine now. Why are you fine now? When did you get all your health back? Random. Apparently just decided to give me all the health back, so that's fine. Does that happen after each battle? I don't remember seeing that before. Uh-oh. Oh no! Right, so all of these are like tutorial battles. Makes sense. Allies and enemies can suffer from abnormal statuses in battle. Abnormal statuses have a unique effect. All abnormal are undone at the end of a battle. Heals after enough turns passed. Confused, cannot be controlled, attacks enemies and allies at random. Paralyzed. Sleep, cannot move. Stun reduces speed and puts the Digimon low in the timeline action order. Makes sense. Lowest HP at the end of each action. The amount lost increases over time. Does it? Dot. Changes into a sprite. Becomes unable to use skill. Doesn't even actually bug. Reverses type affinity. Interesting. Stat changes such as increased attack or lower defense continue for 5 turns after activation. Activating the same stat change during this period will result in the turn count to 5 turns and stack the effect. Right, okay, makes sense. Attack up, defense up, intelligence up, speed up, accuracy up, evasion up, and critical up. Attack down, defense down, intelligence down, speed down. So you can't lower accuracy, evasion, and critical chance. That's good. I'm glad you can't affect accuracy, because that was one of the things that always pissed me the fuck off in Pokemon. Good. We'll head off to where I got zapped. Yep, there's one. Ooh, actually, there's a couple of items here too. I didn't really get to look at this place last time. Yep, good. Ooh, an export. Don't know what that does. Alright, what we got on this one? Anything in particular by the looks? Okay. Woo! Cross combos and cam. Okay. A cross combo can occur when 2 or more allies are lined up on the timeline. Cross combos power up attacks and skill effects with the help of allied Digimon. Cross combo effects are split into the following 4 types: chain attack, damage up, heal up, skill up. Makes sense. Cross combo occurrence rates are displayed on the timeline. The bigger the gauge number, the higher the rate. Oh, I did notice that during an earlier fight, but I wasn't sure what it was. The gauge fills as you attack, and Digimon with higher camaraderie will have a higher occurrence rate. Okay. Well, hey. You didn't even get to do it. Well, hey, we're back. You at least look normal again. Not a perfect solution, but it's a big step. The objective has been met. Come back to the agency. What's that? You don't know how to get back? Try locking out like you always do. Since you went through the agency terminal, my guess is that you should come out through one. But to be honest, in your case, I don't know what will happen until we try. In the worst case, if your data gets scattered through the network, I'll salvage as much as I can. I'm joking, sort of. Oh, that zone is still broken. Guess whatever happened is temporary. Guess we're going back. I'm assuming that guy's not going to let us pass yet either. Yeah. Okay, didn't think so. Okay. Woohoo, 200%. Alright, all the way back we go. Actually, yeah, let me look at the Digilab real quick. I want to see... I've got these two. Digimon with 100% scan rate and high can be materialized and made into allies. Of course they can. We've got these two. Is memory used? Run out of your voxel egg. Okay, he'll do as a backup. Which of you two do I want? The little Bob with the dummy or the little ghost? I don't know what you digivolve into. I don't think I recognize either of you. You're cute. that should fill up. I'm assuming I can... Actually, no, do I need to... Ah. Party Digimon, Digibank, Farm Island. Okay. Party memory use. Right, so we can only keep Digimon in our party to fill up our memory. And we have to memory up in order to be able to increase the kind of Digimon we can use. Makes sense. There we go. They are well behind in the level, but I'm going to have to just level them up there. Actually, that's a fair point. If I... You got you, right? I can then drop you off in the farm and let you level up a bit by yourself. Might be fun to test that out. Alright, use the right button or tilt the left stick to change focus on which Digimon you are looking at. Offer food. Basic Digimeat will be replenished over time. Check back regularly. Hey, it's a cute little thing. Hey, and one up. Well, he seems to like that, so there you go. Okay. Leave that be. Maybe something will happen there. I don't know. So we got 3 Digimon in our party now. I know 2 of them are pretty much pants because they're at level 1. But I've got to get more people on my team at some point. And it looks like they all start at level 1, so we're going to have to level them up as we go. Let's go do some random battling. But hey, we have our group. Let's go test out a quick random battle. Because maybe if I can use Terriermon to attack, and then, you know, wipe the floor with whoever spawns in. Hopefully. Hello. And the others should get a little bit of experience and level up. Woohoo! Just like that. Good. Excellent. We'll do a couple of fights. Game does what Pokemon is too scared to do and have them follow you around. Well, Pokemon has done that, though. There are Pokemon games where your Pokemon will follow you around. It just doesn't commit to it. It'll do it in one game, and then they'll be back permanently in the Pokeballs in the next game. And then in the next one they'll be out, but only in certain ways. And then it's always been inconsistent. Everything in this area is around level 1 to level 4, so you should be fine. There you go. Alright. Well, hey. Sunomon. I do remember him from the season 1. Doesn't he evolve into Gabumon? Digivolve, whatever, same difference. I think he does. I just want these guys to level up a bit, because if I'm going to be going out there into doing stuff, Well, hey. Good. Excellent. Very good. And I'm pretty sure the, what's it called? Hang on. I'm pretty sure Koromon, I think he evolves digivolves into Agumon? I might be misremembering that as well, but I think he does. Have I already got you at 200%? Oh, does it reset? So if you scan one all the way up to 200 and then create it, it resets the percentage so you can create another one? Ooh, that's interesting. So you could technically fill your entire lineup with the same Digimon if you wanted to. Ah, that's actually really cool. I quite like that. That's fun. Bye-bye. Good. Koromon does turn into Agumon. Yes! I've literally not seen the first season of Digimon in like 2 fucking decades. I'm glad I remember this shit. I don't know why I remember this shit. Like, I can't even remember what I had for lunch yesterday, but, you know, I can remember what happened to me 20 years ago on some TV show. That's fine. Nice. Good. Notice they haven't learned any moves yet. Have they learned moves? Did they learn moves and just... No, they haven't learned any moves yet, have they? No. They got bubbles. Oh yeah, I remember that. He fired off bubbles, didn't he? Which was distinctly not very effective. You know, sometimes I can see why Pokemon doesn't have your Pokemon follow you around, because watching that head just bounce around like it's gasping for air, kind of creepy. Looks like he's trying to eat my ass or something. Oh, you survived. I'm impressed. Finish him off. Okay, we'll get these guys up to level 5 and then we'll move on with the story. Because I want them up a bit, but I don't want to spend too long running around doing all that. Hey. Oh, he's at max. Okay. Guess he's not getting any better than that, huh? Interesting. Yeah, I did notice that Terriermon had a max Digi level at some point. Also, someone learnt something. I saw that. A Volcanapalm. I get it. Pabumon can now Digivolve. Really? Fair enough. Physical attack, 65 fire damage to one foe, 95% accuracy. Pabumon can now Digivolve? Really? Let's go see that, why not? Digivolve makes Digimon into even stronger versions of themselves. Digivolving returns a Digimon to level 1, but raises their maximum level and abilities. There is more than one Digivolution route, and Digimon can digivolve into various forms written into Digimon Digivolution guides depending on the conditions met. There are also Digimon you can get by fusing two Digimon together. That's fun. You can also undergo de-evolution, make them weaker but will increase their max level and abilities. Abilities affect not only the conditions for digivolving but the maximum values of parameters you can enhance. Okay. I'm sure I'll get the hang of it. Digivolution possible. Do apparently one of 3 various things. Not possible, not possible. Interesting. Is there a way to... Hang on. 7 or higher. Attack is 30 required, speed is 20 required. Right, so I don't have level 7 on that one yet. That could be fun. And I don't have level 9, and camaraderie needs to be at 10%. Interesting. Level 15. Max HP is 300, camaraderie is 25. I didn't realize they could turn into different things. That must be something introduced for the game, maybe? Okay, well, we can turn Pabumon into something, or something. I don't know which one to do. I mean, that says level 5 or higher. I'm pretty sure level 5 was its max level, so it couldn't really have been higher. There's actually been the things in Digimon's days as a Tamagotchi clone. I remember that, like, Digimon could evolve into, like, slightly different forms depending on kind of the mood of the tamer, I think. Like, I remember that was, like, a big thing at the end of, like, Act 2 of the first series, where, Greymon turns into Skull Greymon, and it's like that's like the negative or the darker digivolution of it, or was it Metal Greymon or something like that? It turns into like a bad creature and things go badly because of it, and then later on they work out how to turn it into like a nicer digivolution. It's been a long time. I remember them being in a desert coliseum and finding a monkey riding on top of a giant ball of trash or something like that. I don't know which of these is the better one to do. I mean, I don't know. That was a dark evolution. Well, there you go then. As I said, I remember chunks. I don't remember specifics. I never went too deep into Digimon. I definitely got more into Pokemon because Pokemon had the better games, and I've always just been a gamer. So I got into Pokemon better than I got into Digimon because of that. Because at the moment I'm tossing up between these two, because this one is saying level 3 or higher, fine, whatever. Max HP is 50 required, which implies that this one focuses on more HP. You want your opinion, pick the bottom one. Yeah, I was also leaning towards this one because, well, it's saying level 5 or higher, which implies it wants you to be stronger. And so in general, it is a stronger variant. I mean, in general, I suppose it doesn't matter because of the way it works and you're able to create more than one of each type. I can probably get all of these as I go along, so... But yeah, we'll do this. Let's have a look. It's Tanamon! Or Tanemon, or Tanamon. Well, there we go then. Excellent. You're back at level 1 again. Fair enough. Woo! Hey, you made it back in one piece. Wouldn't have expected anything else. Still, those abilities border on the unreal. Maybe the reason you still adhere to physical laws has to do with an instinctual fear present in all physical organisms. It is truly fascinating. Pardon me, Kaio-chan. And voice. Ah, there you go again, sneaking up on me, old man. Oh, sorry, did it again. Could you stop calling me Kaio-chan? It's embarrassing. It's a childhood nickname. Not gonna happen, my dear. You'll always be Kaio-chan to me. No matter how old you get or how brilliant of a detective you become. How long have you been there? What have you heard? Just got here. Something wrong? Oh, you have a client? Sorry. Were you going over a case? No, this is, well, a client of sorts, though a somewhat unconventional nature. Oh, and just who are you then? Assistant detective. Let me introduce you. This is Detective Matayoshi. He's an old friend from when my father ran the agency, and I trust him completely. He's the most elite detective the force has on cybercrime. Yes, he looks like someone who knows a lot about computers. Looks so deceiving, you were thinking? Well, I suppose I don't exactly fit the mold. But if I did, I'd never be able to tag along with the shadier element. Slip of the tongue. So, is there something afoot? If it's the case, sit on the sofa and wait a bit. I'll just whip up some tasty coffee. No thank you, there's no case today, no need for coffee. I heard a rumor about Eden syndrome. Thought you might be interested, Kaio-chan. Let's hear it. No need to worry about my assistant, old man. There's something rather special connection with Eden. My assistant has the potential to become something of a specialist in the field. Let's hear what you have to say. I see. If you can vouch for your assistant, that's fine. The rumor concerns the special ward in the hospital where they're isolating the Eden syndrome patients. Ah, I'm guessing that's what's happened to my body. Oh, do I need to explain what Eden syndrome is to your future specialist? Please do. It's a rare condition where Eden users suddenly lose consciousness and are unable to wake up. We see more and more patients with each year, but the cause, symptoms, and treatment remain a mystery. There's a special ward at Central Hospital for Eden patients. Treatment and a search for the cure are underway, but information there is kept heavily restricted. There are facilities even relatives can't enter. The rumor is they're concealing facts to help protect Kamisharo's image. This remains firmly in rumor territory for now, but lately there's been happenings behind the scenes at Central Hospital. Behind the scenes? Meaning Kamisharo Enterprises, right? Yeah, the hospital is under Kamisharo's control. Same Kamisharo who runs the Eden network. Number of patients is increasing and symptoms are getting worse. Now of all times is when Kamisharo needs to come clean, not remain silent. An alarming number of people have been admitted to the hospital in question, and security in the special ward has allegedly been beefed up. This means something's afoot. It's going to happen eventually. Yes, indeed. I think I'll put some coffee on after all. We can toast to the agency's success. Oh, look at the time. I better get back to the station. Sorry, but let's save the toast for another time. See you later. I get the feeling her coffee is bad. Watch out for her coffee, especially the color, the solid chunks floating in it. I fear the day is coming when I'll be forced to actually taste her coffee. Look, they're just croutons. They add to the texture of the coffee. That day won't be pretty. And I'm willing to bet at the end of the game there'll probably be a thing where he tries the coffee and it's actually really good or something like that. I don't know. It was, as he said, fresh info on Eden Syndrome is hard to come by. Kamashiro's behind-the-scenes restrictions are doing their job, and security will only get ramped up all the more from here on out. Something very strange happening in Eden, and then you show up with your weird body, and all at the same time Kamashiro is apparently on the move. Is that all merely a coincidence? Nope, it has to all be connected. The rationale is plain of day. No leaps in logic necessary. I'm heading to Central Hospital. I need to get up as much info as I can before security is stepped up. I'd be thrilled if you came with. You might be able to get some info on your current state. Seek and use will find. Knockin' it shall be. No, in your case, let's go with Open Sesame. Well, what to do? At times like these, I tend to start off with a frontal attack. Let's try direct negotiations to get us into the hospital's special ward. What else can I do? I'll give the instructions later. Until then, gather info inside the hospital. Asking questions is the most fundamental cornerstone of detective work. I wasn't joking when I said you become a specialist in the field, my dear prospective assistant. Become a GP and record my activities in a chart, or become a boy with shining red cheeks. It really is a lot of fun. What? I feel like the translation on some of this wasn't 100%. She's not that shy, she's staring at me. Have we met? Wow, those doors close fast. Nope, apparently we have a message. Might be important. Probably not. Wait a minute, farmers at max level. That was fast! Blimey, they do level up fast in there, don't they? Okay. Ah, I see the Digimon world also prescribes to the Pokemon world of having all their nurses look identical. Very good. Which was weird, actually, because in the cutscene, they looked like facially very similar, but they at least all had distinct hairstyles. No entry apparently. Talk. You to visit someone in general ward's on the 12th floor. Okay. We're going to do it on the special ward? Well, I've got some. Apparently there's some isolation ward where not even family can visit. Yeah, we kind of already knew that. One floor above the general ward is the special ward, meant for patients with particularly difficult illnesses, which implies that the special ward is on the 13th floor. Another Digimon invited me to try this Digiline thing. Do people enjoy this? Wait, your Digimon can actually... Okay, fair enough. Your Digimon can talk to you. That's kind of fun. You'll see how fun it is. Right button for map. Ooh. So we know the special ward is on the 13th floor. You got my ears on what they once were. Sometimes you see people going to the special ward in the elevator. I wonder if they're family. I feel bad for them. But family wasn't allowed up there. I think I caught a cold. I got a fever of 100.4. Is that high? I don't know what that is in Celsius. Your appointment, please sign in with the reception desk. About the special ward, sorry, our policy needs revealing patient's personal information. Well, okay then, let's see. I think normal is about 98 Fahrenheit. Oh, fair enough. Right, so we've spoken to a whole bunch of people and worked out precisely Dick. We can use the elevator. Okay, well, while I'm thinking about it. Should make a habit of doing that more often. General ward. So I doubt I can just go up to the special ward. I mean, I probably can, but as far as the general ward, I'm aware of that fact. Fucking big. IV. Okay. He's sleeping pretty hard. I wonder if he'll wake up tomorrow. But if he's sleeping that hard, dude, he's probably dead. If you come to the clinic, you can never leave. Yes, we leave you here permanently. Ooh. Yoink. I don't know what these things are for. Randomly, you can just randomly go into that room and that room alone. See, it seems to imply that you can go into multiple rooms, but you definitely can't go into that one. Those are very quiet here. Nope, apparently I can just go straight up to the special ward, even though it's supposed to be off limits. Entry is strictly prohibited. Ride the elevator special floor, we can enter the rooms without permission. Because without saying we had no such permission, what do we do now? Take out the two guards and hack our way past the door, which is likely locked, to get into the room. It's what's called a frontal attack, but it takes time to prepare and the risks are high. Let's not rely on the frontal attack now. We're using your abilities, our trump card. Terminal in the nurse's station should be connected to the hospital network. Don't have to spell it out for you, do I? Fair enough. Can we go into any reception? Or is it specifically the one in the lobby? Connect jump is a special ability to the protagonist. You can use the ability on connectors. Press connectors, press the A button. Because no one's gonna fucking notice that, are they? Uh-oh. Hi guys. Uh-oh. What have we got? Ow. What are your skills? One foe. Oh, blimey. Straight from 1 to 3. Very good. Managed to get in there without incident, just as I expected. Alright, let's get into action. Get the data from the room in the back while keeping an eye on the patient. Is that a crime? That's for the authorities to decide, not us. If it's against the law, then the law will try us. Until then, we're in a bit of a grey area. Detectives generally operate unchallenged when it comes to this sort of thing. Do they? Really? In fact, I'm pretty sure detectives are held to a higher scrutiny even than cops are. Although I suppose this is Japan, so, you know. Okay. Yep, called it. No way. Is that me? Is this my physical body? It was shocking, but I wasn't expecting to see my own body in such good shape. Should be happy, I suppose. If I'm being kept in isolation ward, then I must really have Eden syndrome. I can't exactly say I'm shocked. Ooh, ominous. Eden syndrome. Mysterious illness where people suddenly fall into comas while connected to the network. Presumably triggered by our digital coelacanth that attacked us earlier. Originally the term was given to the incessant vomiting and other symptoms common to those unused to spending time in the digital world. Now Eden syndrome is used to describe the more serious malady of inexplicable loss of consciousness while connected to the Eden network. After extended time in the coma, the body weakens, becoming more susceptible to complications. In worst cases, this has led to death. Treatments. No effective treatment has been found. Research continues into treatments. Causes. Association with the Kamisharo Enterprises. Large-scale digital space operated by Kamisharo. Deeply effective with government agencies, affiliated even. Even businesses areas are expanding quickly. Immediate improvements and user training must be provided to warn users against long login times. Furthermore, the Eden interface uses Kamisharo Enterprises proprietary technology, making future research sharing problematic. Makes sense. Why are you here? This area is supposed to be off limits. Guards watching you over the only entrance. How did you get in here? Did you do something with the guards? Who even are you? Who are you? Don't answer questions with a question, answer me. Just plain old detective's assistant. I don't think you should admit to that. I got lost in the air ducts when trying to escape. I'm a mental patient. That's what you come out with. Wait, is Kuremi? I see. Oh, never mind then. You're going to investigate Eden syndrome, right? Is there something you wanted to ask? I'll answer your questions. Don't get me wrong, I'm just trying to come clean in order to clear my own name here. I'm in debt to Kamisharo, so if you have a few questions, I can answer them, I think. What should I ask? Is there a cure? What happens if you contract Eden syndrome? Who is that patient? Is there a cure? Ever heard of anyone recovering from it? Someone I know has been stuck in a deep sleep for 8 years now. I'm sure he'll be fine. Someday he's sure to wake up. He's gonna need a lot of physical therapy after that. For now, all I can do is wait. Well, as you can see, patients with Eden syndrome will fall into a coma. I've heard of no other symptoms. Do you know someone who's shown others? Who's that patient? That patient? They were just brought in. They weren't here a few days ago. Are you worried about them? Oh. You two look exactly alike. A twin, perhaps? I see. That's quite the coincidental resemblance, then. Are they involved? That's a misunderstanding, a mistake. Kamisharo wants to find a cure for Eden syndrome too. That's why they built the special ward and have specialists working around the clock looking for a cure. It's ridiculous that anyone should suffer because of Eden. I've got to do something. Apologize for interrupting such an important conversation, but you have an uninvited guest. Hello, gods. Thanks for working so hard. Ooh, another hottie. What? Miss Rai? We weren't expecting you today. And check out the volume packs on that card. One look and my heart is all aflutter. Can't resist, but what the fuck? Kishibe, I'm on duty. Right, you should be making the rounds behind the scenes. What's Kamisharo Bigwig doing here? Got information we need, now get out of there, no need to overstay your welcome. Oh, looks like I got a big visitor too. We'll meet in the lobby then. Don't rush and don't make a fuss. Hide, quick. Oh, dear Yuko, you're well, I trust. Miss Rai, what happened today? I don't recall seeing your name on the approved visitors list. Oh, no, I'm not. Maybe I was just struck with a sudden urge to see my dear darling Yuko. Are you worried about me being all by my lonesome? No, my ray sense was tingling. I have to come see if you were being a gloomy Gus again. I knew it. It's all so terrible, isn't it? Not particularly. Oh, look at you acting all strong. But I know all about it. By the way, what have you been doing here? Nothing special. A picnic of sorts? Yes, I mean, no, it's... Yes, dear Yuko, something the matter? No, is there perhaps someone else here? Perhaps a boyfriend? No, it's nothing like that. Or maybe a girlfriend. Shall I have a little look around? Doing something unscrupulous in that room? Or better yet, something scandalous? Just jump into the computer. No, but you all figured out. You can come out now. Yuko's new squeeze. Name is Rai. I'm being tasked with being Yuko's guardian here. Holding hands or locking lips. guiding each other step by step towards adulthood. Oof, she's a weirdo. Well, drat, there's nobody here. But dear Yuko, it doesn't matter. You can bring 1 or 2 boyfriends, or even 3 dozen of them if you'd like. Why, when I was your age. Now then, let's check in and see how he's doing. Don't you think he'll be happy to see the 2 of us together? Sure. Where did they... It's not like there's not a dozen places to hide in there. I think my voice is giving up. Right. Anyway, speaking of giving up, it's 6 o'clock, and I'm glad the cutscene stopped. In fact, because it's 5 past 6, I gotta go because it's food time and I'm hungry. So yes, this is Digimon Story Cyber Sleuth. It is not exactly what I was expecting, but not in a bad way. It is pretty much like, well, let's copy Pokemon, but to a point, and see where we can go from here. And I think I kind of like that. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to be giving this a few more sessions. We'll see if my voice can hold out, because there's a lot of dialogue in this game. And I don't know if my voice can take all this talking. But we'll see how that goes, because like I'm sorry, I'm really rubbing against the limits of how long I can speak for this much. But we'll see. Thank you all for watching, everybody. I do hope you have enjoyed this. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.